Okay, so here we are again. I'm Dreygen, and we are back in Passive Exile, but now we are in open beta. So I've had to recreate this character a little bit, and he's a little bit different. He doesn't have armor, and he doesn't have a shield. I've decided to pick up a second scepter, and we're now dual wielding with our Templar. So what I've decided to, this is going to be just like a short little video today. I've decided to give you a little information on a side quest. And that side quest is the medicine chest quest, which once we get to the mudflats, as we've already been, you just pick up this waypoint really fast so that you can get back here easily, and then you go back out into the terraces. And once you go back out into the terraces, you will see that very close along the water's edge usually is a little, you can kind of see some land here. And you go this way and you enter into the Tidal Islands. I told you about this in the previous video, I just realized. But now we're in here, so the big baddie in here is Hailrake, and I'll talk a little bit about his attacks. He is a very difficult character to defeat if he surprises you. If he surprises you, it could be deadly. He casts a spell called Ice Spear, and what this spell does is it fires a spear of ice, as you might imagine, and as it sails through the air, it changes form. It'll go from a slim-looking spear to the tip kind of splitting apart. And when that tip splits apart, the spear is almost guaranteed to do a critical hit and freeze you instantly. So what you want to do is you want to stay pretty close to him while you're attacking him. Unfortunately, he does a lot of cold damage as well, so he's very, very difficult to attack in close range. So if you have to run away from him, try to keep him kind of close so that he doesn't hit you with those ice spears from far away. Unless you feel confident in dodging him. Obviously, movement is the theme here as usual. If you can duck and dodge and dive and roll or whatever, just if you can get out of the way, then that's a good idea. Generally, the zone itself is not too difficult. You basically have the same kind of monsters as the terraces. Little blue guys here, and a few little water elementals that kind of pop up and surprise you. They do a little bit of cold damage as well, and they can chill you. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. Let me see if I can find some. There's some. See, they just kind of like pop up and surprise you. They don't do anything but a little bit of cold damage. They can kind of they can chill you a little bit and make you a little bit slower. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Like as I said, movement and keeping an eye on your health and mana is very important. As you can see, I did not do that, and I did not have the mana to cast my spell. So yeah, just use your AoEs if you get overwhelmed. Pick things clean with a few taps of your weapons. Keep an eye on your health, like I told you, which I'm not doing again. Very bad at following my own advice. Okay, so we're moving. Yeah, so basically it's a big circle. Oops. The map is a big circle, so we're going down one side, and you can circle around. He's usually at the bottom of the circle or whatever. And if you want a little bit more XP, you can. There he is. Okay, you can finish the circle. Okay, see, there's the spear. I'll try to show you. Let me clear out these guys a little bit. I'll try to show you the two different forms of the spear without getting destroyed. He can be, like I said, he can be difficult, or he can be, just another monster. But okay, here we go. You'll see his spear, he'll chuck it at me, and then it'll split. And then it'll split. You see, it actually kind of makes a noise when it splits. Ow, it hit me. Shit, that hurt. Okay, so he doesn't generally cast it when you're getting close with him. Sometimes he will, but he'll try to get in melee range and do some cold damage to you. He deals extra cold damage. He doesn't seem to resist anything besides chaos. So we'll show you how hard he hits and how important it is to keep an eye on your health here in a second here. So let's start fighting him now. Ah, see, he hits really hard. You don't want to. Oof. Okay, so I need to run away. So I need to keep him close, but I need to run and get my health back. Ooh, he hit me again. Shh, Nikes. All right, so here we go. Back in. Oh, he froze me. That's the one thing you don't want him to do, is freeze you. That's very dangerous, because then you can't get away at all. Just trying to keep an eye on my health, and he's almost dead. We got him. Alright. Good deal. So that's the medicine chest quest done. Obviously you wanna pick up this medicine chest. You know, it's a green item. The quest items are green, so that's important. Ooh, chain boots. Chain boots are good for Templars. And a vest. Alright, we got armor now, folks. Fish scale gauntlets, those are good. Those are better than iron gauntlets. And a corroded tower shield that I can't wear to level 5. I don't know, I can't remember if I told you if I was gonna go melee, two-handed melee or one-handed melee. I've decided that two-handed melee is actually much more powerful for opening act, like opening into Act 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and do two-handed. Obviously, one-handed and shield is fine. It just takes a little bit longer to get good, I guess. It's how can I say this? Let's see. Takes a little bit. It's, you know, it doesn't hit as hard. I don't know, like, it's easier to run through with a two-hander because things are still kind of easy, like they don't hit quite as hard, and you can just get through things faster with a two-handed weapon just because you can just kind of like one-shot things basically, and some of the skills cater better to two-handed weapons, I suppose. I was trying to find the best way to explain that. Oh, chainmail vest, that is perfect for Templars. See, no, what I'm doing is I'm picking up this armor because it has armor and energy shield, which is a strength. Armor is kind of a strength stat, and energy shield is kind of an intelligence stat. And since I'm starting here on the tree, the Templar is basically based around strength and intelligence, because below him, right here, is the Marauder tree, and above him, over here, is the Witch tree. So we're kind of in a perfect spot to get both energy shield and armor stat. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this circle so I can gain some experience. I probably shouldn't have put that point into two-handed quite yet because I don't have a two-handed weapon yet. So that was kind of a wasted point. What I should have done is I should have probably put it into skill right here, mana regeneration, so that I can get some mana regen for some of the skills that I'm going to be casting. However, mistakes can be made. I can right that mistake on my next level. And just keeping an eye on my health. I don't particularly have too much. What is that? No, it's a crude bow. Have much more to say about you know, this quest, other than, oh, right, the reward for the quest. So let's keep going. Okay, so I just went in the circle. I'm just gonna use a portal scroll. You should actually just exit the thing and go back through the waypoint at the mud flats. I'm being lazy and I'm using a portal, which is a waste. But I can do that because I'm making videos. Alright, so Nessa will give you the reward for the medicine chest. And in open beta now, there is a new Quicksilver flask. This is an amazing new flask. I like it a lot. Basically, it gives you, when it's just the item by itself, it'll give you about 2 charges when it's full of 40% movement speed. And that helps a lot when you're just trying to like backtrack or get through a lot of mobs that you don't want to fight. The other two are like a medium mana flask and a medium life flask. They're good, but you can find them a little bit easier than you can find a Quicksilver flask. So I like to take the Quicksilver flask for the reward. And you can't put it directly in. Okay. So there's that. That is the medicine chest quest in a nutshell. Let's see if I didn't go over anything for that. I think you're pretty much covered. So that was Hailrake. That was a very short little side quests video that I made for you guys so that you can see how to defeat Hailrake. Once again, you know, you got to be very careful of his ice spear. You want to stay close, but if you have to run away, keep him near you. Just take it slow. Keep an eye on your health. Move around a lot. You know, just all those things. You know, just that's going to be like over the whole course of the series. Is you got to move around and you got to keep an eye on your health. You know, make sure you don't sit still and let things kill you. You got to make sure that you're not looking at too much at the screen. You got to make sure you're using your potions properly. You know, all the stuff like that. So just pay attention and you should be fine. This is pretty easy. And hopefully next time I start the videos up, you will be able to, I will be able to have a two-handed weapon for you so that we can utilize some of this two-handed weapon damage that I accidentally, put in like a dummy. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling, and I'm going to end the video because that's what needs to happen before something stupid happens. So I'm going to go. Enjoy your PoE experience, and I shall work on making more videos for you guys. Thank you for watching, and pieces. Okay, so it seems that I've left out one very important thing, unfortunately. I need to cut back in and tell you about this. There is another reward for doing the medicine chest quest that I'd completely forgotten about. Bestel will reward you with a skill. It's a very important part of the reward process. And for the Templar, let's see, he gives you Ray Zombie, which Heavy Strike, Sweep, Fireball, Ice Nova, Spark. Now would be a good time to pick up a decent single target ability. I would say I'm probably gonna, since I'm gonna go with the two-handed weapon, I think I'm gonna take Heavy Strike. If you did not get an AoE skill last time, keep an eye out on them. They'll be in here as well. You see a Fireball at the very top. It says Fire, Projectile Spell, AoE. Those are characteristics of this spell. So Fireball is not a very good AoE. Obviously, as a witch, you start out with it as at level 1. Ice Nova goes much further out, and it's much more reliable as a source of area of effect. Spark, not that good. But yeah, I'm gonna. Well, okay, Spark gets good, but later. It's a fine spell. Ray Zombie, if you're doing a minion build, is important, but I'm gonna take Heavy Strike so that I can kill, single targets and very quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that. And yeah, I just needed to show you that you get a second reward. I don't think Tarkley gives you anything, but before I cut out, let me just make sure. Right, he just gives you a quest for the Fetid Pool. That'll be another side quest that I'll have to show you. Alright, that was it. Pieces for real now. I'm leaving. Not joking.